Hi everybody, that's Allie.
And that is Dash.
Welcome to our playdate,
where we choose a game, sometimes make up our own rules, and play for a while.
Enjoy listening and playing along.
Or don't. We can't hear you. It's a podcast.
Happy Valentine's Day, friends.
Shout out to Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, shout out to Emperor Palpatine.
I hope you are happy.
Wherever you are.
Is he bad? Do I not hope he's happy?
Bad. No,
okay,
he's bad.
Then
He's
I
a
don't.
bad person.
I hope that all the people that you have wronged in your life are happy.
Okay, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Great. I don't know. I know the name like as a character, but I don't know.
You don't really know Star Wars things.
I don't know Star Wars things at all.
Yeah, he's like the main villain. My favorite my favorite part was in the last movie. So he dies like in the I don't know, he dies at he dies in the third movie of the original series. But then in the third movie of the new series, he's back. And like they placed it in the commercial, so you knew.
The new series or the first new series?
The new series.
Okay.
Episodes 6,
so he dies
7, 8, 9.
In episode 6.
He dies in episode 6.
In episode 9.
And then he comes back in episode 9. But the big joke there is
spoilers,
everybody. In the anticipation for episode 9, they were like, the Emperor's back? How was the Emperor back? They have to explain how the Emperor comes back. And then they were just like, how are you back? And he says, the dark side works in mysterious ways.
That's not an explanation. That's not.
No, it's not an explanation.
I wanted him to say, I found a new groove. Like that would have been a better explanation. And then we cut to a montage of him just like really doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-care. He's going to therapy. He's journaling now. He does maybe a nice yoga retreat.
How did you survive being thrown into a nuclear reactor? The dark side works in mysterious ways. What? What explanation is that?
That is George Lucas wants to make more money.
Oh, no, that wasn't even Lucas. That wasn't Lucas anymore. That's Disney at this point because they own the third series, that third saga. I don't know. I can't keep track anymore.
At this point. Right.
Because it was the original, then they went backwards for 3, then they went forwards for 3 more.
And that's the thing, like that's how I'm starting to feel about Marvel movies too. Is it's like it's too many.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I can't keep track. I don't know what goes where. I don't know the timeline. It's all a big pile of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, to me, they should have taken a break after Endgame. Like that was the finale. Maybe do Far From Home as an epilogue, but then take a break, Marvel. Take a break. Take a year off. Get to know yourself. Backpack through Europe.
Right. Maybe do the Appalachian Trail.
Right. Yeah.
Take a walk. Hug a tree.
Yeah. Get to know some new people. Visit some
dogs.
new cultures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then they immediately went into a bunch of TV shows on Disney Plus and movies about characters that people barely knew, and then
I mean, I like that. I find just as a writer, I find like ancillary characters very interesting. But like it's so much now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's fine. I don't mind the Marvel movie, the Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel movies, but like take a break.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Anyway, go outside and hug a tree, everybody, on Valentine's Day. Show love to a tree today.
Yeah. And allow me to remind you, as the token single person in the room, that Valentine's Day can be about friendship and family, not just romantic partners.
Yeah. And as a person who has a romantic partner, we do not celebrate Valentine's Day. We do not care. Unless it has some significance in your relationship, right? Like it's the day you met or it's the day you said I love you, something like that. I don't really celebrate it at all. But that being said, you insisted on a Valentine's Day episode. So here we are.
Well, because I am very empathetic to our listeners and the little ghosties out there.
Have we even said, hey, little ghosties?
I did. I said it at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
Right. It was in the middle of us talking about Emperor Palpatine.
Got it. So today we're going to play a game called, it's called The And. This is a couples edition, which implies that there is a non-couples edition.
Yeah.
That's cool. I just realized in one of the corners of the box, there's a hand giving a middle finger, which to me...
What?
Yeah, I just saw it. And I went through a bunch of these cards, and they each have like one of those symbols on the front, but I don't... know if I saw any of them that was a hand with a middle finger. So that is bringing me a little bit of joy.
Yeah. Did you see the one on the top corner over here? Over on this side?
Yes. So this is a game from The Skin Deep.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you're supposed to play is you're supposed to play with a romantic partner.
Yes.
You're supposed to like sit and gaze in each other's eyes and like choose 12 cards and then have a conversation, right? Like really bond or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
No.
So the rules suggest picking 12 cards. I think we should each pick 3 at random.
Sure.
And then each of us answer the questions, and we'll call it a day. So, Dash,
Sure.
I'm going to spread them out. You pick your 3 random cards.
If you like these questions and you like this game, feel free to play with your romantic partner or just a really close friend like we're doing today.
It would be awkward for a close friend. I did a lot of editing of these cards.
I guess that's true, yeah.
I did a lot of editing of these cards.
I'll put these right here.
Can I pick my 3?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to pick your 3.
No, I like it when you fan them out and then I can pick them.
Sorry.
It makes me feel excited. So
there you go. Go ahead. You pick the one right on time. Pick a card, any card. Is it the 4 of diamonds?
It is. Wow, you got it. And it's especially amazing because there's not even a 4 of diamonds in this deck, and
Fantastic.
Yet here I am.
Here you are holding a 4 of diamonds. That really would be a trick.
Okay, so let's do. I'm just gonna put mine down. First one, second one, third one.
Okay, but like, so are we doing the thing where you answer and then I answer?
Yes. Whoever asks, the other person answers, and then the asker also answers.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going for. Okay, yeah. Just make sure that we're both answering the same question.
We're both answering the questions. Yeah, that's why we're only doing 3.
Yeah, got it. Because this will take forever.
Not a 45-minute podcast.
Aw, Allie. What do you like most about me and what do you like the least? And look at me in the eyes when you tell me this.
I like that you are a loyal friend. And I think that's true not just of our friendship, but like of the way that I've observed you interacting with like other friends of yours. You're really loyal and you know that even if you disagree with somebody on something, that you can still like engage that person and speak with that person about it and like not necessarily reach an understanding or a resolution, but like you try to understand them and you help them try to understand why you think that. And I think that's a really good quality. I'm not like that. I want to be right all the time.
Don't answer my question for me.
And what do I not like about you?
Yeah. What do you like least about me?
I feel like you could do a better job of just like taking care of yourself. Like sometimes you'll go all day and be like, oh, I haven't eaten. But it's like, dude, put snacks. And then you have 5,000 excuses for why you don't want to put snacks in your drawer instead of just saying, okay. Like to me, you'll come up with 5,000 excuses for a thing that is very, very simple. And that drives me insane.
Okay.
How many conversations have we had about
many
granola bars in your drawer at work?
Many.
So many. And like every time I'm like, just get granola bar. Well, they expire. Okay, then eat them before they expire. Well, it's just, like it's not that complicated. It's really not, and you really want to make it complicated.
I guess, yeah. Okay, yeah, I
that
can see why
drives me nuts.
I know that bothers you.
Yeah, it really drives me nuts.
Yeah. Okay. What do I like most about you? I like that you are really caring about other people. You're like you're very in tune to the planet and the people on it and wanting just the world to be a better place and enjoying all the little good things when they happen because they make the world a better place.
I do try to practice empathy.
Yes.
I will say that.
Right.
Practice being the key word.
Yeah. Like we've talked many times about, you know, how useful it is to recycle and to go the extra step, like carrying around reusable spoons and knives and forks and stuff. Whereas I'm just like, it really doesn't matter. It's the corporations that need to be better about this. It's both. Yes, it is. But if I throw away one plastic spoon, it's not a big deal versus why don't these corporations stop making plastic spoons, right? Like that's okay. So that I like about you. The thing I like least about you is that, and I think you know where I'm going to go with this. when you have made up your mind about something, it is absolutely impossible to get a word in edgewise. So it's not even that you won't change your mind, is that you won't even entertain the idea of listening to the difference of opinion that may change your mind.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm done.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, if I'm that strong about something, I've already entertained that thought and decided that it's a hard no for me.
You realize that this is that exact situation.
It's a no from me, dog.
That exact situation is the reason why people always think A, we're married, or B, we should be married. Because I know that about you and I'm still your friend. So they're just like, dude, I don't know how you put like I've never seen anybody do that with somebody that they weren't married and like legally had to be around each other. So
wow.
Yeah.
What are they saying about me? I'm difficult?
You are a little difficult.
I'm not difficult. I'm not that difficult.
You're not. You can be, but you're not.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm not that difficult.
Your turn.
Wow, that was really aggressive. Okay.
You know this. We've had this conversation before.
What do you think I'm insecure about?
Ooh, what do I think you're insecure about? You are insecure about... You know, it's hard for me to answer this because I know you've been to therapy and like we talk about the things you do in therapy. So it's like even the stuff that you may have been insecure about before, you're not anymore. So it's like, it's not like you're just constantly insecure. You like work through those insecurities. So
yeah. And I think to be fair, I think it's like shifting and changing, you know, like some days or some phases of life, you're really insecure about job, let's say. And then you like get to a good place with that. And you're like, oh, wow. Okay. That was all like, that was a big, huge waste of time.
Yeah.
And then you like find another area to be insecure about, and then you get to a good place with that. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's keeping plates spinning when it comes to insecurity, right? Like, you just got to keep them spinning. One will fall off every once in a while. You're like, okay, let's deal with this broken plate, keep the other one spinning. So I think it shifts and changes. Yeah, I don't think it's a specific thing.
Right, yeah. It's hard. Like, I can't be like, oh, she's really insecure about her eyebrows and she's constantly like,
no, I love my eyebrows.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and I think the same for you. Like, your big area of insecurity is something you're like actively working on improving. So I think it's hard to say just one thing.
Yeah. Right, yeah, it's hard to,
Yeah.
I think the key takeaway from this...
We're both actively working on our insecurities, I think maybe is the takeaway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my takeaway from this is that we know each other so well that we know that it's not one thing.
No, but I think that's true of everybody.
Sure. No, yes, I know. But what I'm saying, like, if you don't know somebody that well, you might just be like, well, according to this interaction that we had, your insecurity is this, right? Whereas we know that we have a fluctuating flow of insecurities that come and go.
Yeah. Is there anybody who doesn't?
Like, no, I don't think so. I think everybody's got...
being like, I feel everything is great. What a life.
Right. Oh, I really want to know this. Allie, what do I smell like?
What do you smell like?
Yeah.
You don't really wear like cologne and stuff.
I do now, but I know it bothers you, so I make sure it wears off before I see you.
Yeah, I actually don't associate you with a specific smell because I don't think you like wear cologne or aftershave or any of that. Maybe clean clothes.
Okay. Clean linen,
yeah, like but not even like a detergent-y clean clothes, just like I just took these clothes out of the closet and I put them on, and that's what they smell like.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't associate you with a specific smell, really.
Yeah, I do have because I'm me and I'm ridiculous. I do make sure that all of my hygiene products are pretty much the same brand and scent.
So to make you feel better about this, I just went and saw Amy and Tina.
Yes.
My very close personal friends, Amy
and Tina,
Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Very close personal friends. And they did a part at the end where they get audience questions and they answer them. And Tina said, okay, we get this question all the time. Normally I don't answer it, but we get it all the time, so I'm going to answer it tonight. And the question was, how does John Hamm smell? and both of them were like, I don't remember, and I think that that's a good thing.
Okay.
Because if you remember how someone smells.
Mhm.
It either made an impression on you because it was so like thick and cologne-y,
Yeah.
or it was a bad smell.
Mhm.
So you smell like John Hamm.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll say that.
Great. I will take that. I forgot that they both worked with John Hamm at some point.
What a beautiful life. What did Amy work with him in?
The very last episode of the 6th season of Parks and Rec.
He was on Parks and Rec.
He like did like a guest spot where he comes in. So like Jerry retires and John Hamm takes his place. But it's like Mad Men John Hamm in the suit and tie and everything. But he's just terrible at his job.
So kind of the similar thing to what he did on 30 Rock, where he was like a doctor who cut his own hands off because he was just so
handsome.
He was just so handsome that no one
yeah.
told him he was bad at things.
Right. No, but in this episode of Parks and Rec, like, yes, they told him very much how bad he was at everything.
Okay. I have a vague recollection. I should watch that show again. It's a good show.
It's a really good show. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
What do I smell like?
I feel like you smell like the same thing. Like, so at night you have a specific smell. So like I know that when we've stayed at like improv festivals and stuff like that, you put on lotions or stuff before you go to bed, and that has a smell to it. But I can't
take a shower.
Maybe it's that. I don't know.
Like probably my conditioner or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't place what that is. Like I can't tell you.
Lotion
it's like
smell.
Right. Yeah. It's just the lotion smell. And but normally I think it's just because I'm used to being around you. You smell like John Hamm.
Great.
Yeah.
I will take it. I for a long time would wear like perfume, body spray, whatever. And then I didn't just because I ran out of it, and I'm really sensitive to smells. I couldn't decide what I liked or whatever. And I did buy a scent very recently. Like when I went to Japan, I bought a perfume that I really like the smell of, but I don't wear it every day. I wear it maybe, once or twice a week, or if I just want to feel nice. And it's a nice smell, but yeah, I don't wear it enough for people to be like, oh, you smell like that perfume.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I started wearing a cologne that is black spice and vanilla.
Okay.
But I put that on like very lightly in the morning.
Yeah, I don't love a vanilla. It's very heavy to me.
I know. Well, that's what I said. Like I know that it bothers you, so I make sure that it's like gone by the time I see you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm really sensitive to smells.
Yeah.
So.
Allie.
Yes.
Do you think we'll still be this close in 15 years? Why or why not? We'll be 55. Well, 55 and 57.
55 and 57.
Yeah.
I hope we're still doing improv when we're 55 and 57.
Yeah.
I hope.
That's still really young.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have a very good chance of still being alive by then.
I think we'll still be friends.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we'll still both be alive. 55 and 57. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I don't know.
I'd like to think we would be.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like we've made it this far.
Right, yeah. We've been in each other's lives for a decade at this point. More than a decade. So
yeah. And not even like a
And we also became friends as adults.
Yes.
And I feel like there's
more substance.
There's more substance there, right? And like it's more of like, oh, this is a person that I choose to be friends with, as opposed to like when you're a kid, which is just, oh, this is a person that's in my orbit and we both like Barbies.
Right.
Which is not to say that that's bad. I still have some very close friends from when I was like 7, 6. I actually am still friends with someone I've been friends with since the 1st grade. People I've been friends with since 6th grade, 5th grade. So I have a few of those people in my life still, but I feel like the friends I've made as an adult, or the people who are still my friends as adults, it's different.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I feel like I noticed that one of the big differences between your friend, like my friendship with you and my friendship with maybe some other people, is that like with other people, I could go several days without talking to or hearing from, and then just check in with them and be like, hey, what are you up to or whatever. Or maybe like, oh, hey, we haven't hung out in a bit. Let's go hang out or just spend time. Or like with my wrestling friends, we don't talk as much. We have like a big group chat and we get together for wrestling events, right? But it's not like a daily, hey, what's going on with you today kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But with you and me, it's like a daily check-in.
Yeah,
and, we say good morning and good night. And, so there's a deeper friendship there, which I appreciate.
Sorry, I just burped off mic.
If you hadn't said it onto the mic, we wouldn't have known.
You could hear it. There was like a background. If anybody's watching, you saw me just randomly take a nosedive. That was me burping. Trying to
as I'm here talking very deeply about our friendship.
This is also our friendship.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like feelings. Okay.
Go ahead. Last one for you. Wait,
No, I have 2 more.
How?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Wow, we messed this up.
I think I went 2 in a row because I asked what do I smell like, and then I did the next one. So yeah.
When do I embarrass you most?
Okay. So remember when I said earlier about how you're very headstrong, and when you make up your mind, there's no changing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I deal with that. And I'm okay with it. It's when you do it to other people that I don't know how to react. Because I want to defend you, but I also know you're wrong, but you're not letting anybody tell you you're wrong.
That's why I'm like that, because I'm not wrong.
So then I'm like, do I agree with the other person who I think is right, or do I agree with you because you're my friend and I know you're not going to change your mind?
The problem is that I teach communication and rhetoric for a living. Yeah. And so when people's arguments are like, well, let me give you an example. And it's an example that is like never happened in the history of the universe. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm not engaged. This is not equal playing ground.
Right.
This is not an example. This is you making something up and pretending it's an example. And I don't have time to engage in that discussion.
Sure.
So no, thank you. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, last one.
Wait, you have to answer it about me.
Sometimes you just like when we're doing improv workshop, you don't really embarrass me. I mean, you don't really embarrass me that often, but like sometimes when we're doing like workshops and stuff, you just talk so much. I'm like, just stop talking, dude. Like, stop talking. No one cares.
Yeah.
I have that thought at least one time every workshop. I'm like, please stop talking. Nobody cares. Okay. Last question. If there was one thing that I still don't understand about you, what would it be?
If there was what? One thing that you still don't understand about me?
Yeah, one thing I still don't understand about you.
One thing you still don't understand about me. God, I don't know if there's anything you don't at least understand a little bit about me.
I would say I try to understand. Whether or not I actually can is a different situation.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I will at least listen. I may not understand, but I'll at least listen.
Well, you've gotten better about it, but like all of my toy collections, like
don't understand it.
You don't understand it, and you can tend to shut it down when we start talking about it, or I start talking about it. So I would say it's that, like, and maybe you don't firsthand understand why these things mean so much to me. But you've gotten better about not immediately going, you're a nerd, I don't get it, we need to stop talking about this right now, where you used to be more like that.
Okay, so that's a good thing.
You've gotten better about it. Yeah, but you're still right, kind of like, you don't get it.
I don't get it.
Well, I don't need you to get it. I just need you to understand that it means something to me.
Fine. That's fine. That is fine.
Yeah. Okay. And what is it? So you.
Yeah, I mean, my answer is a pretty locked and
loaded.
What
don't I understand about you?
It's not just you. It's like just people in general. Like, you don't understand what it's like to just be your own internal organ 24/7.
Right.
The only people that really understand what that's like are the people who are also being their own pancreas 24/7. And that's just it's not that you just can't, it's just not a thing anyone can understand until you have experienced it, right? Even if you're dealing with another health condition or whatever, like, of course there can be empathy there, but like truly how grueling it is to constantly have to check and adjust and make a decision and think 5 steps ahead and think, am I going to be okay? Do I need to do this? What decision? I read somewhere that like a diabetic person makes something like 180 medical decisions a day. And that's not even talking about like other decisions of like, what am I going to wear? What are we going to watch on TV? What am I going to do with my time? Like those sorts of things. And decision fatigue is a real thing. So I'm basically like decision fatigued all the time.
Right. Yeah, we can't possibly know what that is.
Yeah, nobody can know what it's like to live with anything.
Because the pancreas is an involuntary
until they
organ.
live with it. Yeah. Even type 2 is different. And I'm not saying it's any easier or whatever, but it's really different. So yeah, it's exhausting. You know, and there's things that we say that I think sound a certain way to people who aren't diabetic, but like in the community it's just like, no, I get it.
Right.
Yeah. And they're the only people who are ever going to get it because they're living with it. Just like I'm sure with any, you know, medical condition or whatever, it's like the only other people who really get what it's like to live with that thing are the people who have the thing.
Right.
And even then, everybody's experience is vastly different. Right. So
like your eyes blink naturally and you don't even notice it. But if they stopped blinking and you had to physically do it yourself every time you needed to re-wet your eyes, it would,
Right. Yeah.
All right, let's rate this.
That. I love the box. I'm gonna give it like a.
It's a matte box.
You know what I'm gonna give it?
What?
I am gonna give it that scene in Pretty Woman where he opens the box and there's like a necklace inside, and then he shuts it down, and Julia Roberts laughs uncontrollably. That's what I'm giving it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really nice. It feels fancy. I like the design on it. I like the sneaky little middle finger at the bottom. I like it. There's a cool pattern on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The cards are, I love these cards. Specifically, I mean, the regular like poker size playing cards, but I love the design on it. I love the font face that they used. I love the simplicity of the icons. I love the pattern that's going around the edges. It's just...
You know what? I'm going to give these a really cool Art Deco stick-on wallpaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to give this
you might see it like a 1920s hotel.
Right. Well, I was about to say, they remind me of like a party invitation to a Gatsby party.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yes. Yeah.
Playability.
It's easy to play.
Yeah.
But... it is intense to play. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a game. It feels like it's an intense exercise in excavating feelings, which I have a hard time with.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm looking at this now. It says, watch the Emmy award-winning series on YouTube / The Skin Deep.
Really? Okay.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
I just saw that on the side of the box. That's pretty cool.
Huh.
And, playability, it's like it's like therapy.
Okay.
It's as playable as therapy.
Yeah.
Which sometimes is a great time and other times you're crying for 45 minutes. And then
fair. And then fun. It's not supposed to be a fun game. I don't think it's...
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be fun. I think it's supposed to be...
But it's not painful.
Excavatory.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a word, but...
So it's as fun as hiking for a couple hours. Where like I see what people get out of it, but it's not something I would readily do on a whim.
Yeah, and definitely less bugs in this version of hiking than in the real version of hiking. Less bugs,
right?
Less risk of dengue.
Yeah, like I don't have a smile on my face while I'm doing it, right? But it's at the end you feel...
At the end you're like, oh, I did that.
Okay. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, hiking. Right? Hiking.
So if you would like to hike with someone that you love today, do that.
And since this is the Valentine's Day episode, it comes out on Valentine's Day. Again, little ghosties, remind you to tell someone you love them today. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a romantic partner that you love them.
And tell them that you love this podcast.
Yes,
and then
please
go on their phone and subscribe them to this podcast as a gift to them for Valentine's Day. Have a great whatever day you're listening to this, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Now we'd love to hear from you.
You can visit playdatepod.us to watch our videos,
access our episode library,
find out more about our brand of quality, clean comedy,
and contact us with any questions or comments.
Improvisers love audience suggestions, so make sure you visit playdatepod.us.
And the podcast you just heard was a production of Society Circus Players.
If you like what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
And finally, if life's a circus, we're the clowns!
There's someone for everyone.
I guess, yeah. But, I don't know. Emperor Palpatine? Gross.
I don't know. Star Wars things. Is he that skinny guy?
No, he's the Sith master, like the old Sith master.
The words that you're using to describe him are not words I understand.
I'm sorry, that's
is he like super tall, skinny guy?
No, he's like really old,
yeah,
wrinkly, looks like he looks like an avocado that's gone way past its prime and been painted gray.
Wow.